Threads and Threads, where you find out all things about all kinds of things, beard care stuff, head shaving stuff, life in general stuff, all kinds of stuff, guys. And I want to jump on here real quick. I was on here earlier on a live stream, and since that live stream, I received a lot of orders from people wanting to purchase the him and hers kit. So I wanted to jump on here again and let y'all know that the her kits will come in a cool, nice box like this. Now I don't have the butter in there right now, the body butter for the female, but you can kind of get an idea. The inside will have some black paper shreds, fragrance, hair elixir, and also will come with obviously the body butter. It'll come with a hair elixir and fragrance. All right. So with that being said, something came to my attention earlier. I had a friend that had, and by the way, the body butters for the females will come in a tin like this. It will have a label on it. And let me open this thing up. And it'll have butter in there for your wife to use. All right. And so it'll come in a container like this inside. All right. Again, if you didn't catch that, let me see if I can show you again without messing this one up. I don't know if you guys can see this very well, but you got the butter, the fragrance, and the hair elixir. So comes in a nice pink box like this. But what I wanted to share with you guys is something came to my attention earlier and makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. What's going on, Nick? Good to see you, brother. I have to leave. Sorry. Man, Duck, you jump on, you get off. Like fast is all get out, but it's all right. Thanks for stopping by. So I have a friend that bought the her kit and bought the him kit, and he got everything he wanted for the him kit for himself. But you know, he had a pretty good idea, and I didn't think about this, but what if your loved one, your honeydew, your sugar baby, whatever you want to call her, what if she doesn't wear fragrance? And I thought, it got me thinking, yeah, you're right. So these her kits and him kits, each one of them will have a butter, and there's only 10 butters for 10 boxes for the female. All right. So the butter will come with the boxes, but say your wife does not want to wear perfume, or maybe she's got like a specific kind of shampoo your wife uses. With that being said, I would be okay with subbing out something like, you know, the fragrance for maybe a shampoo for your wife. My friend had messaged earlier and said, "Hey, my wife's not into fragrances, but could I get a wash and conditioner and the butter and the elixir all together?" And so I said, "Well, the box, you know, comes with the butter. The box, you know, we'll throw the elixir in there for her hair, and we'll just sub out the fragrance with a shampoo." And so he ended up buying a conditioner as well. So his wife is going to have an elixir for her hair, shampoo, conditioner, and a body butter. And so just some things to think about if your wife is, you know, a specific type of person that doesn't like fragrances. Um, I can sub stuff out. So with that being said, the guys is going to smell amazing. The girls are going to smell great. These boxes will be shipping out soon for Valentine's Day. So if you're looking for somebody, or if you're looking for something rather to give your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, maybe a daughter, for Valentine's Day, something different, something special. You know, there's only 10 each of these being made, so they're very, very unique, very different. Not everybody's going to have these. All right. The men's fragrance that I'm releasing with the him kit will not return. It's not going to be like, okay, you can buy this now, and then next week or the next week after, I'm going to release this scent. No, this will be a scent that will not be released. This is just for the him kit. And if you're wanting to smell really nice, like a boss, and have like a nice date fragrance to wear. Dark Allure is what I'm calling this one, and just a great top bergamot notes, warm creamy sandalwood, and rich musk. Um, if you're wanting a bigger fragrance, I can always make a bigger one too. But these ones will come in a 1 ounce fragrance, extrait de parfum, 1 ounce hair elixir or 1 ounce beard oil for the guy, and it will come with a 4 ounce body butter for the female and a 4 ounce beard butter for the guy. So I wanted to come on here because these boxes are selling, all right? And once they're gone, they're gone. So I wanted to kind of really just put it in your head. Put it in your head. If you are interested in picking up one of the him and her kits, I don't know anybody else is doing this. All right, this is something that I think is unique to BHT Grooming. If you want to grab something for your wife or yourself, this is a great time to do it because this is not going to be something that's going to be offered again until maybe next year, Valentine's Day, depending on how well this is perceived and or received, if I should, type of deal. So again, if you're interested in this, they are available on the website. They come with a nice box, all presentation. It looks great. Fragrance, hair elixir, and body butter, all for $80. Okay. So if you're wanting something nice, make sure you hit that like button and go to bhtgrooming.com. Hey, no spam in the chat. No spam in the chat. All right. You continue to spam the chat, you're out of here. I'm going to put you in the corner. Don't do it. Do it again. You're going in the corner. Don't do it. Just don't do it. How about I just do this? I'm going to start making some people moderators. Moderators. Have you ever been called a moderator? All right. Well, all right. We'll see what happens. We already got you taken care of. Frankie's in the house. Good to see you guys. So I really like the frosted bottles. I like the pump tops for the females. But let me just give you a little example of what these hair elixirs do. So a lot of people, a lot of women don't really understand anything about these hair elixirs. And I want to talk about this. And I think this is something that a guy as a husband needs to know about this. All right. Why should your wife use hair elixir? Why should you as a guy, even if you don't have a beard, use the oils that I make? It's because they will make your hair grow thicker and faster. If you're looking to grow your hair fast and you want it to be thicker and more cleaner, I'm telling you, like when I say cleaner, I mean like, thicker, more vibrant, less frizz. This oil works. This oil works. It'll work for your beard. It'll also work for your head hair. Great ingredients, great carrier oils. But all the women that I have sold this to continues to buy and continues to brag and just rave about how fast their hair grows, how thicker their hair looks, and how more less frizzy or I guess less frizzy. I wouldn't say more or less frizzy, but less frizzy it is. All right. So that is going to be the hair elixir. That's one of the reasons why we offer it for the women. I'm excited about this for the men right here. All you guys out there that like the beard butter, I'm telling you, Dark Allure is a scent that y'all don't want to miss. This is not going to be one that I'm going to offer as a standalone release. This one right here is only going to be offered in the Hims kit. So if you want something like special edition, I know a lot of people like that limited special edition. Listen, if there's anything limited edition, it's definitely the him and her kits. There's only 10 of them made. All right. So if you want to be special, something different, you want to have a collector's item, something like that, Dark Allure, I'm telling you, this set is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Subtle, smooth, and addictive. That's the best way I could put up on the bottles here, on these containers. Pretty hefty, it's pretty heavy. It's 4 ounces, but man, this sucker is built like a brick. And anyways, this is stuff amazing, fantastic. So these are selling, and I'm excited about it. Heck, I should have just said, I'll give shout outs to people that all my friends that have bought these already, but they probably don't want me to say anything about them because who knows. But yeah, super pumped about it, guys. I'm super, super, super pumped about the him and her kits and the solid woody woodpecker fragrances too. If you've not checked out the solid woody woodpeckers, y'all are sleeping on these. Now I can make these in different fragrance scents. So if you're into like a solid fragrance that you want something that's going to have some beeswax, some consistency, like something that's going to have a good base that's going to linger on your skin. Solid fragrances are good. I love Extrait des Parfums. Obviously, I have a tons of them on the shelf, but there is a place for solid colognes. I have some solid colognes from Fulton and Rourke. These things are expensive, but you can see on the inside, just this little bitty one right here. You can see how much you get here is probably about 70, 80 bucks. And it smells okay. It's nothing huge. All right. But Fulton and Rourke, I'm not an affiliate for this company, but I have a lot of their fragrances like, the Extrait des Parfums and, just a little half of a, what is this? 50 milliliter, 1.7, this same size as my Extrait des Parfums, cooler bottle actually. They do have some amazing looking bottles, but this thing goes for $205. All right, mine is $30 on the website, but these are also included in the him and her kits, so you can pick one of those up. But going back to the solid cologne for that one right there. Let's see here how many you get in this container. Let me look on the back and see if there's an actual. Okay, 0.20 ounces. 0.20. All right. That's it. Not even a quarter of an ounce. That thing's about 60 bucks. And this one, it's a whole ounce. And this is my most exotic fragrance that everybody buys and raves about. I want you guys to see how much fragrance you get in that. It's a lot. All right. This right here will last you a long time. All right. Man, that woody woodpecker smells absolutely fire. I'm not even joking. Amazing, amazing, amazing. So these go for $21.99, $22. They'll last you a long time for that woody woodpecker. So if you actually have a oil of the woody woodpecker, all right, you got the oil. Maybe you want to, double it up with some butter of the woody woodpecker, 4 ounce. That's available on the website. You can pick up the fragrance of the woody woodpecker, and if you want to do a solid cologne, the cool thing about the solid cologne is you can actually add that into your beard. It's got all natural ingredients in it. That's not going to harm your beard. It's actually going to help. It will have some beeswax in it. If you're into beeswax, I'm not a big balm guy. I do use balm sometimes, but a lot of guys like to do that. A lot of guys like to spray cologne on and add on extra solid cologne just for like extra to last. And then, when they have it in their hands, they'll just rub it in their beards. But yeah, guys, bunch of stuff here for, available. Conviction. If you've never tried my Conviction, it's like my latest release. I wouldn't say the latest, the main line, because I just released Aftershock. Aftershock was just released last night. And that one's this one right here. This one is flying off the shelf, guys. So this one is like, if you like Spice Bomb Extreme, you're going to absolutely love Aftershock. I'm telling you. Let me see here. I know I had the bottle. I don't know what happened to it. I must have used it all, but oh, it's right here. Hold on. If you like this fragrance right here, Spice Bomb Extreme by Victor and Rohr. This one's going to cost you somewhere in near 115, 120 bucks for this 3.4 ounce 100 ml bottle. I love how they are like a grenade. But I have almost a 1-for-1 in my opinion, of the Spice Bomb Extreme in a beard oil. Smells like it, just like it. It's called Aftershock. Spicy, sweet, and magnetic. All right. What's going on, Ray? Isaac, what's happening? Good to see you guys. Double tap the screen as you're coming in. Let's get these likes up to over 20. All right. Help me get these likes over 20. Where's Joseph at? I need Joseph in here to help me get these likes up. Warm, spicy, and intense. This is not for the faint of heart. If you're wanting a fragrance that's going to last you a long time, and I'm talking about in your beard, if you want to put a oil in your beard, and maybe you don't even want to use a fragrance. Maybe you're not even into fragrances, but you want to smell great. So did I call you Ray? Did I call you 30 Spray Ray? I meant to say Jay. Oh my gosh. Wow. So we call my Ray on purpose. So I'm calling you Ray now, man. I don't know why, Jay. I called you Ray. Gosh. I didn't even realize I called you Ray. That's how I am. I just start saying stuff and spitting out. I'm spitting out game, man. I'm spitting out rhymes. I drop rhymes like weight, right? I don't know what I'm thinking. But anyways, Aftershock is one that's taken off. A lot of people are picking it up because there is a lot of people that like that Spice Bomb Extreme. There's a lot of people that just love spicy scents. And I'm a big spicy guy. I like spicy scents. I just to name some things that I have, like Wanted by Night by Azaro. It is a spicy, kind of a nice cinnamon type of vibe scent to it. But I definitely like spicy scents. I know it's more for fall, but we're still in wintertime. And I honestly, I use a lot of spicy fragrances for date nights and things like that. And I honestly think that the Aftershock is going to be a fantastic scent for. Watch out, he's going to start rapping. I'm glad you have 2 letter P's in there. All I'm saying. All right. When I read that, I was like, what? Great date fragrance. This one right here is a great date fragrance, Dark Allure, but you're not going to get this one ever unless you purchase the Him and Her kit, because this one is the only one exclusive to the Him and Her kit. And it's fresh citrus, warm woods, and smooth musk. Dark, subtle, smooth, and addictive. Yes, sir. Just so y'all know, we only have 3 more bottles left of the Black Barrel. Black Barrel has done very well for us. It's been selling. People love it. In fact, I had a friend earlier say they wanted me to make this in a fragrance. And the only bad thing is I can't make this in a fragrance because I made this out of scratch, different concoctions, if you will, of fragrances and essential oils and stuff. And so I don't even know how I made it. I guess I probably should have wrote down the grams and everything and the formulation, so then I could have made it in a fragrance. But I didn't, and I apologize for that. Bam! Right here, Iron Haven. Who knows? This one actually could be a mainline. Who knows? If you want it to be a mainline, y'all let me know what you think about this one. If it should be in the mainline, mahogany teak, wood driven, amazing stuff. Friend asked me earlier, make this in a fragrance form. By the way, most of these oils, I can make them in fragrances if you want me to. Bald Tobacconist, probably one of my absolute favorites. It really should be on there, Roger says. So I'm telling you guys, there's something about this Bald Tobacconist that is just, it means like it's special to me. No, it sounds weird, but it is. I love this stuff. I really do. In fact, as I said earlier on the stream, if you didn't catch it, I made my own butter in this one and just finished the butter. Just got it done cooking. It's just got it out of the freezer. Gonna let it thaw out a little bit. And I promise you, I'm gonna be wearing this sucker to bed tonight for sure. Absolutely. And let's see here. What else have we got here? Oh yeah. I'm super pumped to see what you guys think. All my friends out there, Jay, all of you guys out there that get your oils, like, Black Top Noir. All of you guys that got the Black Top Noir. I don't know if you guys know Scuba from Beard Tube. Him and I hung out yesterday, ate some lunch together. I was showing him some different scents that I have. But I had this on, the fragrance that I had made for myself. I actually had the oil in my beard yesterday. Black Top Noir. And I got to tell you, man, this one will make you smell like the best you've ever smelled working like in a shop on motorcycles. I don't know. Like imagine being out on the road and a big old like you see this like let's say you're not married and you see this girl pop up out of nowhere and she just vanishes in the smoke of your motorcycle on the road. I know that sounds probably weird and funny, but I'm just painting a funny picture. But she's like the wind. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding, guys. So, but this one is really good. I'm not even kidding. This one's got so much stuff in it. I was trying to explain to uh, Scuba yesterday. I was like, dude, this one's got like exhaust smoke in it, and it's got like burnt, like hot steel, and it's got like leather, like riding leather, and all these things. And he goes, "Where the heck do you get that stuff at?" And I'm like, I don't know. Just sense that I'm coming up with and putting in there, it kind of makes me think of these things. He thought I was kind of comical and funny when I said that. But here's the deal, guys. This one's fantastic. If you've not tried Blacktop Noir, there's not a lot left. I promise you, there's not a lot left. But I do think it's so good where I did write down what I did with this one. Thank God. So I do think that I will be able to duplicate it and make another batch. But this is all I have left in that bad boy right there. This is all the fragrance oil that I have and essential oils mixed together for this Blacktop Noir. And so if you guys want to get on the first batch, y'all need to do it. Get over there to BHT Grooming and pick one up. All right. Does anybody have any questions for me? Any questions? I will say that Scuba also told me that this bottle right here, this artwork he's never seen anything like this before in beard products. And if you know BeardTube, Scuba over there at BeardTube on the YouTube channel, he's got over 250,000, a 250,000 subscribers. He's been around forever, does all kinds of reviews. Well, not as much as he used to on beard stuff, but it meant a lot to me for him to say, dude, I haven't seen any labels that look that good. All right. Different. All right. And I take pride in that. I do. I take a lot of pride in the work that I do. The sense I come up with, the graphics that I do, how I come up with these different, things like obviously Woody Woodpecker. Shout out to my wife for coming up with that name, but I came up with that logo. It's got the woodpecker with a beard, right? And so, that's one of our hot sellers. And, got these things flying off the shelf, I'm telling you. And another one also is the Frosty Beard Butters, all right? Another one that's flying off the shelf all the time. And it's going to have that special, unique carrier blend in that one that's different than the regular 8 or 9 carrier oils that we have in our blends. And, Woody Woodpecker is such a big seller for us that we ended up making it in the butters as well. And so, but yeah, I'm very anxious to see and eager to hear back what y'all think about the ball tobacconist when you get it. And also, obviously some of y'all have already said something about the Iron Haven, how you love it. And what's happened to Chris. And so, but yeah, that like literally we sold almost completely out of the black barrel. We did sell out of the wild blueberry tobacco pretty fast. And the other day when I did the first batch of the ball tobacconist, we sold out literally within the first day. Like it may have been like a little over one day. We were sold out of that. So we have the whole batch like cooking right now. So if you want the ball tobacconist, there's no more pre-orders on that. We did the pre-orders and now it's just straight up order. We'll ship it out. We've got that. We've been working overtime here. Got the wife hired on, so she's helping out. In fact, it's kind of funny now because when I'm trying to because I'm always working. I'm like driven, like when I'm doing this, because I've done it since June, and I just like a one-man show. You're doing this, stay on top of shipping and the inventory and all these things. And customer service, support. I mean, all of it, just everything all at the same time. So I hire my wife on. I show her everything because she's like, if anything ever happens to you, nobody's going to know how to make the products that you're making, because obviously if you are a beard company, you have your own formulas. That's what makes every beard company different than the other. Everybody has their own formulation. Nobody tells the secrets of the insider trading, or the, what do they call that? The what do you call that? The trade secrets. That's what I'm trying to say. And so might have an idea how to make stuff, but we don't know exactly what everybody's doing. I have my stuff, internal formulations, printed off and in a safe. Not really, but I showed my wife, and she's figured out how to make the butters, how to make the oils, how much essential oils and how much fragrance oils we use and what we do and how we concoct them and how do we make certain scents, all these things. I've taught her how to make fragrances, all of these things. So she's made this like a little command center over here in my studio. I love having my full studio to do my videos, but right now for the last several months, I've been sharing my studio with my lab, and I hope that maybe soon, and I will probably, I'm sure, grow out of this room because it's already getting crazy and hectic. But my wife's got like 3 little tables set up here for her. Well, we do everything. We don't have machines that do the seals, the shrink wrap seals, or anything like that. We do that ourselves. We do the double boiler cookers and all that stuff here in the studio. Obviously all the labeling, bottling, all that stuff, the good stuff, right? And I do all the computer graphic stuff, but she's taking a load off of me, and I love that. But when she's still sleeping, I come down here and I start working to get ahead, and she's like, don't do that, because, I know it's going to sound probably weird, maybe not to you, Chris. I don't know. Maybe it will be weird. I don't know. But I told my wife, I said, when you make beard products, it's kind of, for me, it's almost kind of like soothing and peaceful. Does that make sense? Like, I mean, when you're by yourself and you're just making stuff, it's kind of calm and kind of collective, and it's peaceful doing it. And I think my wife has picked that up. And, when I start doing her job, she just kind of gets a little like, hey, stop doing that, because you got your own stuff to do. You got your own like graphic designing stuff to do, trying to run the business itself, And so, what's up, James? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you today. So, but today I wanted to jump on here one last time and talk about these kits. All right. This is the Her Kit. These are the beautiful boxes that the Her Kits are going to come in. And there's only 10 of each of these. All right. This is the Her Kit, and we have a Him Kit. And the Him Kit's going to come with a beard oil of an exclusive scent that's never been released before, and it will never be released again, other than maybe next year if we do a Valentine's deal. But that one is Dark Allure. Incredible scent for a date night. It's very, very sexy. The fragrance for that, Dark Allure, it's going to have bergamot on top, warm, creamy sandalwood, and a nice, rich musk scent to it. Very, very nice for a date, and where your wife don't want you to take it to work with you, right, Nick? Females are going to have the hair serum. All right, this one's going to be in champagne toast type of vibe scents, and this one is the fragrance. And we'll have a butter for the women as well. Come in a container like this, 4 ounce. And I believe your wife is going to love it. And so these are selling already. But I wanted to get on here because I know a lot of friends that are the type of people that they delay on things. And I haven't said it enough, and I'm going to say it again. When these 10 are sold out online, we're not making any more. We've got literally 10 of each that we are doing. 10 boxes is all I've got. I'm not going to spend more money on boxes than 10. That's what my goal was. 10 and 10, make it very exclusive. So there's 20 boxes total. We got the 10 of the men that's going to come in a nice gold box, champagne looking box with black, little paper threads on the inside with the fragrances and the beard oil, the fragrance, and also the butter, which the butter is going to be fantastic. You're going to love it. And the female is going to have, again, as I said, the 3-piece kit. I have friends that said, my wife doesn't really like fragrances. Can we do something like, can we exchange something? And so, I'm okay with that. We'll keep the butters because the butters is an exclusive deal of a release. We have not released the butters on our website yet. So this is kind of like an introduction of dropping them out to 10 people first. That's going to be in the hair kit. So 10 butters, that's going out in the 10 kits. So those will come with the kits. There's no exchanging those. But if you do want to change out a fragrance, for like a wash or sorry, not a wash. I'm thinking like a beard wash for a shampoo or conditioner. We can do that, and you will get also a hair elixir with that. So I have a friend that switched out the fragrance for a shampoo earlier and bought an extra conditioner to go with that. All right, and I have another friend that said, I want to add a wash, or sorry, I keep saying wash because I'm so used to beard wash, and the whole shampoo and conditioner stuff is a little bit different now for me, but I've got to learn it. So, but these shampoos that we're releasing for females, these right here, guys, are going to be available. They're already available on the website, but these are also things that people are buying as well. To add on to these orders for their wives. The conditioner right here, as you can see. So fantastic stuff. I'm not going to be on here forever, but I wanted to get on here and share this with you guys. What's going on and why we're doing what we're doing and what to expect. So get over there to BHT Grooming. I will say this, the codes aren't going to work on the him and her kits because they're very exclusive. There's only 10 and 10. But everything else, other than the Woody Woodpecker, everything works on unless it's already comboed and discounted. So if you use the code today, GIG15, it'll save you 15%. All right. So, that code will be good till 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight. So you want to save some money, go over there and do that. A lot of my guys already that buy stuff from me, I offer them a pretty exclusive, deep discount for being roundtable members. And some of them have already used their code. So, it's a code used once a month. All right. To be a member. All right. So anyways, appreciate all you guys staying on here, checking this out. And I'll catch y'all later. So take care.